Every day, unseen algorithms quietly influence the world around us. As people move through city streets, their actions are tracked, analyzed, and sorted by complex systems operating in the background. These invisible mechanisms assign scores, prioritize information, and subtly guide decisions, often without our awareness. The presence of constant surveillance and data collection creates an atmosphere that feels calm on the surface, yet subtly unsettling, reminding us that much of our daily experience is shaped by forces we rarely notice or fully understand. In modern workplaces, the illusion of normalcy is carefully maintained as employees sit at their desks, interacting quietly with their screens. Behind this familiar routine, vast streams of data move constantly, shaping decisions and outcomes in ways that remain largely invisible. Human presence is increasingly reduced to metrics and numerical signals, transforming individuals into data points within a larger system. In this environment, complexity and individuality are easily overlooked, as digital measurement begins to redefine what productivity and presence truly mean. Everyday activities such as sending emails, scheduling meetings, and managing tasks are now automatically translated into measurable data. Each message sent, each meeting attended, and each task completed adds to a continuously expanding digital footprint. Organizations analyze this information to evaluate productivity with a level of detail that was once impossible. As a result, the boundary between human work and data becomes increasingly unclear, until nearly every action is treated as a signal to be measured, compared, and judged. Algorithmic ranking systems often reduce individuals to data profiles, stripping away the nuance that makes each person distinct. Instead of being recognized for context, growth, or complexity, people are sorted into ordered lists where numbers replace names. Value is assigned according to measurable output alone, while effort, creativity, and human depth remain invisible. Over time, identity becomes secondary to rank, and comparison becomes automatic. What remains is a system where numerical position carries more weight than personal experience, and human uniqueness is flattened into standardized metrics. Across the globe, digital networks link workers from different continents into a single measurable ecosystem. Data flows continuously between regions, tracking productivity, responsiveness, and behavioral patterns in real time. Geography no longer protects anyone from comparison. Organizations can evaluate employees side by side, regardless of country or time zone. In this environment, competition becomes global, and the system consistently favors what is faster, more efficient, and more predictable. Within any measured system, visibility determines survival. Some individuals are amplified by algorithmic signals, while others fade into obscurity despite equal or greater effort. Algorithms influence which contributions are highlighted and which are quietly ignored, shaping perception long before human judgment enters the process. The criteria may appear neutral, yet they reflect predefined priorities embedded within the system itself. As a result, measurable activity is rewarded, while less visible forms of value risk disappearing altogether. When people become aware that they are constantly monitored, their behavior begins to shift. Actions are adjusted to align with measurable outcomes rather than intrinsic meaning. Tasks are repeated to ensure consistency, communication becomes optimized for response time, and routines are engineered for visibility. Over time, this subtle adaptation transforms the workplace into an environment driven not by purpose, but by performance signals. Even when surveillance is not directly felt, its presence quietly reshapes decision-making and daily habits. Algorithmic systems have reshaped the modern workplace, reducing physical spaces to silent environments connected primarily through digital interfaces. Collaboration is increasingly mediated by notifications, dashboards, and performance summaries. Human interaction becomes compressed into data exchanges, and presence is defined by measurable activity rather than shared experience. While efficiency may increase, a subtle distance emerges as professional relationships are filtered through layers of digital evaluation. As the visuals gradually dissolve into darkness, a quiet tension remains. The systems described throughout this film do not disappear when the screen fades. They continue operating in the background of everyday life. Invisible algorithms shape opportunities, influence decisions, and define value in ways most people rarely question. If you want to understand the hidden structures shaping your work, income, and future, this channel exists to make them visible. Subscribe and stay aware, because in a world driven by algorithms, awareness is power.